I've been steampunked.
Oh, right in the wallet.
So strategically programmed some dumb zones.
Right. I did too. I just couldn't remember how to fight this guy. So I've gone all the way around, and I'm in the water. Oh, you can't jump on guys when you're in the water.
Okay.
Oh man, water is so terrible. Why do people put waters in video games? Why?
Reminds me of. Are you familiar with the band Super 8-Bit Brothers?
It sounds familiar.
It's two guys who were in the band Tubring, and they just do silly little rap, nerdcore rap kind of stuff. And they actually have a song called, it's like, we don't need another water level, we don't need another place to swim.
Yeah, so this is where you get the explosion upgrade that I cheated in earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Which I uncheated so I could go get it. So now my explosions are larger, which means I can get at stuff I couldn't get at before, and also I just have larger explosions.
Sure.
It also currently, and I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it in here, gives the enemies that create explosions larger explosions.
Whoops.
Maybe that's a feature, maybe it's a bug. Who knows? I don't really remember that much about this level anymore. I didn't spend as much time on it as the first one and second one. And I know I was still doing game balance to it when I decided to move on and work on the next level. You're going to break this up into a bunch of episodes, I hope, right?
Sure, why not?
Right, so there's a hover.
Okay.
Hover tank, right?
Yeah.
So you could see that if I could charge my beam and blast through here, I could get it right away.
Yeah.
But I can't do that because it's up here, and you can't like transform, fall, and charge in time.
Sure.
But if I had that, I could. So I have to go around there and get it. Let's figure out how that happens. A lot of this. Okay. Now this is super familiar, right? Like
yeah.
I
of course.
Like 100% stole it. So that's great.
That's awesome.
And you can go the other way. There's a false wall on the other side there. Oops. Yeah, that's supposed to kill you. I'm working it. Actually, this is all supposed to be lava. This is going to be lava. I haven't programmed it yet, but so this is all going to be lava, which you can't. You just die here. But
sure.
Later, you come back with some kind of lava-proof situation, and explore around and have fun in lava. It's everyone's dream. Here's the Toriyama slimes. Squish, squash. They are exactly the same as the little roach guys.
Okay. In that
programming-wise,
they
just walk until they.
Now tell me that you can go up and over, like for the warp level.
Yeah. If you recognize this level, and the graphics are not done here, but recognize this level, then you get you can blast through there and you get a little power up.
Nice.
Congratulations. Power up I don't need because okay, so there's a boss fight here that I took out because it was not done. Or maybe no, this isn't a boss fight. This is boss fights is later. Yeah, here's some missiles. Enjoy some missiles. And apparently Joy to Key does not differentiate between left shift and right shift.
Oh, whoops.
So that's why the transformation is taking longer. So yeah, here we go. We got hover.
Yeah, now you can hover. Okay, so now the tank needs the fuel for the. Okay, so and basically anything needing jet propulsion.
Right, and then your hover only lasts to a certain amount of time at a time anyway.
Okay.
So it's not 100%. But in space and underwater, you can use it indefinitely. And in fact, when you're in water, it basically turns you into a little water spaceship guy. So it's actually really useful. What else? Oh, there is the saucer upgrade is in this level somewhere. Let's go find it.
All right.
Oh, and there's a speed upgrade too. Oh, you know, I bet I have to go out. I would have to leave to the surface. I forgot about the surface. It's, you guys, can you like leave me alone for a second here? Whoa!
Wow!
No,
That was a big
it's
explosion.
supposed to go through him. Like they're impervious to damage,
Sure.
but they won't hurt you if you're looking at them. You can't look at them in the rocket ship mode, looks like. All right, here we go. All right, so now I can traverse in water pretty easily,
Sure.
but I always fire upwards.
So there's no when you're like that, you can't. Okay, it automatically does.
Yeah.
Points you upwards.
But yeah, so yeah, I can create basically like vertical shooter levels in the game that are underwater.
Right on.
That's the idea. And also, you don't use your fuel underwater.
Okay.
Because your water is based on fuel water.
Yeah.
Fuel-based water.
Oh, totally. Totally.
Hydrogen.
All of these planets are rich with fuel.
Right. It's just water.
Yeah.
Let's just run away. We don't need to be here. That's a power lock upgrade. That makes your minimum power level for all of your weapons level 1 or 2 or whatever instead of 0. One instead of 0 or 2.
Sure,
instead of 1.
sure.
So basically, you get that, and you'll always have fireballs. You'll always have
Yeah.
So totally
Nice.
optional upgrade, and you can't get it from this angle.
So, when working on your games and stuff like that, does your like playthrough time come into thought at all? Like, do you go out saying I'm going to make an 8-hour experience or anything like that?
Well, I mean, I want it to be different lengths. There's a bunch of stuff in there that's specifically for speedrunners. Like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the power-ups are going to be optional. The final level will have a bunch of like, if you're really good at the game, you don't need all the power-ups and you can get through it. And if you are bad at the game, then collect all the power-ups first, and it'll really help you out. So it's meant to be played at like several different speeds. Like you're supposed to be able to skip the moon entirely.
Sure.
You can probably get by without. Maybe you can't get by with the charge game. I'm not sure yet. I have to go back and balance some stuff too.
Yeah, I know
There's a
you
bunch
had
of redesigned.
mentioned earlier sequence jumping.
Yeah, sequence breaking.
Or
Yeah.
sequence breaking, that's right. Which I'm kind of familiar with the speedrunning community and stuff like that. And I've heard that term thrown around. So you did make this with that in mind then.
Right. So this is a weird little thing that I still need to balance somewhat, but the idea here is you need to get under here before the missiles hit these power blocks.
Okay.
Because if you get under here, then you can use this guy to reflect your attacks back down at your feet and get downwards.
Ah, I see.
So you need to be able to hit the force field with the charge beam.
Sure.
In order to do that, you either have to be quick here, and hopefully have like it helps if you charge up your weapon power entirely.
Mm-hmm.
You can get in before they start firing. But you're going to be a jerk here. Hit it right there. Right, so I can't do it. But what I did do was I got a bunch of power.
Sure.
So
So now it should be easier to.
yeah, so it takes me
through
less
that.
time to charge
Yeah.
my beam. Oops.
Oh no!
It's fine. One more level of charge. Whoa.
Wow. My phone. See what happens when I'm super professional? I don't play Simpsons Tapped Out at all. It's a waste of time.
It's okay. I'm kind of wasting time here. I could shoot these guys for some power-ups.
So, what are you thinking as methods of distribution for this game?
I'm gonna give it to everyone that gave me money at the Kickstarter. And I did promise DRM free, so I'm essentially planning on selling the EXE downloadable and whatever the Mac version of EXE is.
A .app.
.app. Are they .apps?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Which are just folder structures.
Interesting. I was a Mac guy before OS X.
So was I. I grew up on Mac, and then when I was 16, I broke my dad's heart by asking for a PC for my birthday because I wanted to play Quake 3 with all the cool kids.
Yeah. Quake 3. When you were 16, I think you just aged yourself for the internet.
Hey, everyone knows I'm in my 30s, I'm sure.
I played a bunch of Quake 2 in college. So there.
Wow, are you that much older than I am?
I'm 35.
Okay, you're not that much older than I am.
Yeah. I was born the same year that Space Invaders Part 2 came out. And I have that cocktail at home. Space Invaders cocktail cabinet.
Nice.
I did it.
There you go.
Yeah. Take that video game I designed.
Hey, I've never seen those before. I wonder if they fall.
Tank speed upgrade. Okay, this was an optional upgrade. I didn't have to get it, but it makes getting the saucer easier.
Okay.
I think basically just because it's a shortcut. There, it's a giant enemy
crab.
Giant enemy crab.
Enemy crab.
Yeah, you hit its weak point for massive damage. It's not done being programmed yet. You've seen that, right?
I don't think so.
That is a reference to there's a Sony E3 where a guy from Sony is introducing his game based on battles from real Japanese history. And the immediate next scene, he's like, and here we have a giant enemy crab.
I have not seen this. I'm going to have to
You hit its weak point for massive damage.
I have heard that you hit its weak point for massive damage. I've heard that.
That's what that's from.
I didn't realize that's what that was from.
And every video game and the end of the H.G. Wells book, The Time Machine, has a giant enemy crab. Yeah, so here's a little pipe that you can take to a level you can't do stuff in yet. That is Icarus's level designs right there. So yeah, this is the last thing you have to do on this planet. And now I've got a flying saucer, and it does not use fuel.